Many times, life leaves us completely unable to understand what is happening or why it is happening. Isn't that true? Maybe you are going through a situation so difficult that it seems impossible to believe that something good could come out of it. Rest assured, you are not alone. Sometimes what we see as chaos is actually part of a greater plan that we cannot yet comprehend. It can be hard to believe this, especially when we face moments of pain or uncertainty. But what if I told you that every challenge, every hardship, is part of something much greater, carefully planned by God with a perfect purpose? Believe it. Nothing happens by chance. This truth may seem distant or even hard to accept, especially when suffering shouts louder than hope. But it is precisely in those moments that the greatness of God's plan is revealed. He doesn't see things the way we do. While we are preoccupied with the present moment, He already sees the bigger picture, knowing exactly how each detail fits together to create something extraordinary. And this message is for you, who may be carrying doubts, trying to understand the whys that seem to have no answer. Perhaps you've asked yourself, why is this happening to me? Why won't this season end? Is God truly with me in this situation? These questions are normal, human, and God understands the weight they carry in your heart. He knows there are moments when it's hard to see beyond the pain, but it's precisely in these times that He whispers, "Trust me. I have a purpose." Our vision is limited, like looking at life through a small window. We cannot see the entire horizon, but God does. He knows exactly what lies ahead, and every moment, every tear, every victory or apparent defeat is leading you to something greater. It's not easy to believe this when we are in the midst of chaos, but it's precisely in these moments that faith becomes the foundation that sustains us. Have you ever stopped to think that even the things that seem insignificant are under divine care? That even delays, setbacks, and closed doors have something to teach us? This reflection is not about denying the pain or pretending everything is fine. It's about remembering that even amid difficulties, God is working. He wastes absolutely nothing in your life. And what today seems like an obstacle may be exactly what you need to grow, mature, and live something you never imagined. This message is for your heart, so you know that even when everything seems meaningless, God is taking care of every detail. Do not give up. Do not lose faith. In the right time, everything that is confusing today will become clear, and you will understand that it all had a purpose. I also ask for just a second of your attention and invite you to join this community by subscribing to the channel and leaving a like. It means so much to us. When we think of the word purpose, we often imagine something grand, like an extraordinary life mission or a specific calling that will make us feel complete. But divine purpose is much deeper and broader. It is not limited to grand moments or achievements. It is present in the details, in everyday situations, in unexpected encounters, and even in the difficulties that at first glance seem to be mere obstacles. God's plan is perfect and goes beyond what we can understand. He is like a skilled architect who designs a solid and magnificent construction where each piece, no matter how small it may seem, has a crucial role. When we look at our lives, we can often only see isolated parts of this construction, perhaps a loss that still hurts, an opportunity that didn't happen, or a dream that seems left behind. But God sees the whole. He wastes nothing. Every detail, every experience, every tear is part of a greater plan that He is lovingly and carefully designing. A powerful example is found in the story of Joseph in the Old Testament. Joseph was sold into slavery by his own brothers, wrongfully accused, and imprisoned for a crime he didn't commit. For years, his life seemed to be a series of losses and failures. But in the end, we see that all of it was part of God's plan. Each painful stage prepared Joseph to become the governor of Egypt, saving countless lives during a time of famine. What seemed like a series of misfortunes was, in reality, God's purpose in action. When Joseph finally recognized this, he said to his brothers, "You planned evil against me, but God turned it into good." God's purpose is not just a promise for the future, it is a living and active reality in the present. Even if we can't fully see it yet, there's a discomfort that transforms us profoundly. Suffering is one of the most powerful tools God uses to shape us and draw us closer to Him. It's natural to want to avoid pain at all costs, but often it is in the hardest moments that we learn the most valuable lessons and are strengthened for challenges yet to come.